I am making this video because um, I have been watching this uh, story break about the children killed in Connecticut um, since Friday when I first received an email at work about this. And it was such a shock to me because it was sent to me by email in Washington Post as a breaking news alert, and I opened it instantly. And when I read what it was saying, I was so devastated and shocked. I, I couldn't believe what I was reading. And I opened it up, and it happened to be a manager that was standing behind me, and he began to read it out loud. And there were like three of us around my cubicle, and we all were like devastated from what we were hearing and what was being read, not knowing as the story unfold, it would be more and more tragedies. And when I read that these were kindergarten and first grade children, I mean, it really devastated me. I've been watching this all weekend. Since Friday night, I came home and I've been watching CNN, and I've even witnessed little Emily's father. Oh, gave a devastating and awesome, beautiful, graceful speech. Such courage that he had, and I could feel his pain through the television. I really wanted to reach out and just grab the television and just hold him. He's such a spiritually grounded person, and was really awesome what he said. And I have to believe that these tragedies that continuously happen. We have a Trayvon Martin. We have another young man that was killed in Florida. We have children being shot in the streets every day. And here in Washington, D.C., last week, we had a woman that was shot on the bus by her boyfriend or her husband, or somebody just walked on the bus and killed her in front of her little child on the bus full of people. Um, you have to say they're talking about no gun control. I don't know all the ins and outs about NRA. I don't all understand about the gun control, but I do know this, that for people to have access that's doing the tragic things, that's killing the innocent people, and went up in the movies and shot up the people. I mean, these kind of tragedies is like coming and happening in every month or every other month. I mean, it hadn't even been a week ago that the people were shot in the mall. I'm wondering, what are we doing? What is going on? And for these babies, these are babies. I can't imagine what those babies were going through before they died. It's 2 weeks before Christmas. The children, Christmas is the most looked forward to holiday for all children. They count down the days for Christmas, and when Santa is coming. This is a thing that all children mostly do. And here, 2 weeks, these children are looking forward to Christmas, and now they're gone. I cannot even imagine what these parents are feeling. I have my daughter. I have four grandchildren. I called my grandchildren today to see how this was affecting them. I was so grateful that I could call and hear their little voices. I can't imagine. I believe that we as a country need to get back to the principles and morals that this country was supposedly been built upon. Christian values, spiritual principles, prayer in the schools. America has gotten so diverse that everybody deserves rights, and I understand that. But the basis that we had years ago, we didn't have such tragedies as these. We had many tragedies always. I am 56 years old, and I've seen a lot of tragedies in this country. But these type of tragedies seem to be festering. They seem to be getting worse each time. And this is the worst you can get when you're talking about 20 children, babies, babies. When do we realize that we need to bring our country back to where it was, where we used to be, how we used to, uh, try to stay geared towards spiritual principles? Prayer was in the schools. Uh, I know that we have a country with diverse religion, but this country was built up upon Christian religion. So, hey, when do we stop the compromising to satisfy all the different people are migrating into America? We don't go to other countries and try to change their religion, but they'll come here and tell us. And so we conform to their ways. But I think that we need to stand upon the principles that we were built upon. We have issues here in America that we need to resolve. Uh, and we're taking care of fund matters. But our babies are getting killed here. Uh, I feel that we need to write our Congress. We need to continue to write. We need to not let this tragedy go after the emotion is gone and we're going on with our lives. Those parents will have to live with the rest of their lives with the pain of losing their baby. I do not feel the pain they feel, but I feel pain because I love children. I have grandchildren of my own, and I'm watching this, and I am feeling so much pain from those precious little lives, thinking about what their last moments must have been like. Nobody wants to talk about that. It is too devastating. I understand that, but I think it. What was those babies going through on their last moments on earth? Christmas, mommy, daddy, everything just wiped away from them for their ever having a chance to do all the things that President Obama said, the weddings, the graduations, the everything. So I believe we need to get back to the principles, and we don't need to make this political. This is not political. This is not about race, about gender. It is about children, innocent children. Their lives was taken for no just reason, from the evil thoughts or whatever that got into that young man's mind to move him to do something so devastating and cruel and evil as that. Because are we dealing with our young kids? Are we talking to them? Are we giving them spiritual, ethical values? Are we teaching them how to care about people? Or are we just teaching our children how to be successful, go to college, get a good job? It is not about being successful. It is not about competition. It is not about what you have or don't have. It's about human beings. It's about our lives. We need to learn to care about one another. It's not about a black or white or green or purple. It's about lives. We need to come together in America and get back to the principles of God, of Christ, of the Holy Bible. We need to stop the games and all the madness that people are demonstrating today in order just to be recognized for political power. We need to come together. Congress needs to come together. We need to stop the arguing and bickering about who is going to get this and who should not have that. In the meantime, we're losing our babies. We need to come together. We need to stop the madness. We need to do this because our children, our babies are suffering. I will hope this tragedy gives us a wake-up call to come back to Christ, to come back to the principles of God. I believe that is the only way that we're going to save ourselves from devastation. I send my condolences to every mother and father, sister and brother, sibling of all those that was killed in Sandy's school devastation. My prayers go out to you, and I hope that this is not in vain. I surely hope that is not in vain. I pray that somebody hears my message, that it gets to the right person, because I'm going to write and talk until I'm green in the face. I will not let these devastations just go un, unjustified. Something needs to change. And I don't believe it's a whole lot of rules and regulations. Yes, we need gun control. Get the guns off the street. Get the guns out the sick people's hands. But in the same time, I know that we need a God to help us all. And let's stop ignoring His Word and trying to come up with solutions on our own, but resort to His Bible and His Word. That's what's going to save us all. Thank you.